Self-confidence is more than just a feeling. It is a force that shapes destinies, unlocks doors, and fuels the journeys of the world's most successful people. Throughout history, those who have risen above the ordinary, who have achieved the impossible, and who have inspired millions, all share a common trait: the unwavering belief in themselves. But how does this secret weapon work? And what can we learn from the stories of those who wielded it? Imagine a young boy growing up in a small town, surrounded by limitations. His family did not have much, and the world often seemed indifferent to his dreams. He faced setbacks at every turn, rejections, failures, and the ever-present voice of doubt. Yet, within him burned a spark, a quiet conviction that he was capable of more. Each morning he stood before the mirror and told himself, "I can do this." It was not arrogance. It was not blind optimism. It was the power of self-confidence, the belief that he could shape his own future. Self-confidence is not about never failing. In fact, it is often forged in the fires of adversity. The world remembers people like Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." What kept him going? It was not just intelligence or talent. It was his unshakable self-belief. He saw each setback as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. But self-confidence is not reserved for inventors and historical figures. It is found in the stories of everyday people who dared to dream. Take Maya, for example, a young woman who dreamed of becoming a doctor. She came from a family where no one had ever finished college. Her path was riddled with obstacles, financial hardships, language barriers, and the skepticism of those around her. Yet, every time she faced a hurdle, she reminded herself why she started. She believed in her ability to learn, to adapt, and to persist. When she finally walked across the stage to receive her medical degree, she did so not just for herself, but for everyone who had ever been told that their dreams were out of reach. Confidence is a magnet for opportunity. When you believe in yourself, others are more likely to believe in you too. Employers, mentors, friends, and even strangers are drawn to the energy of someone who radiates assurance. This does not mean pretending to know everything or never showing vulnerability. True self-confidence is honest. It acknowledges weaknesses, but it refuses to let them define you. Let's look at the story of Michael Jordan, one of the greatest athletes of all time. In high school, he was cut from the varsity basketball team. Many would have taken this as a sign to quit, but not Jordan. He used this setback as fuel, practicing harder, pushing himself further, and visualizing his success every single day. His self-confidence was not just about natural talent. It was about relentless effort and the refusal to let failure dictate his future. What is the secret behind self-confidence? It begins with self-awareness. To be confident, you must first know yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions, and your purpose. This honest assessment is the foundation upon which confidence is built. When you understand what you are capable of and what you need to improve, you become resilient in the face of challenges. Next comes preparation. Confidence is not magic. It is the result of hard work. When you have put in the time, when you have practiced, studied, and prepared, you can walk into any situation with your head held high. Preparation breeds confidence, and confidence breeds success. Visualization is another powerful tool. Many successful people spend time each day imagining themselves achieving their goals. They see themselves succeeding, overcoming obstacles, and celebrating their victories. This mental rehearsal trains the mind to expect success and to create a roadmap for getting there. But even the most confident people face moments of doubt. The difference is in how they respond. Do they let fear paralyze them, or do they use it as a signal to push harder? Do they shrink back, or do they step forward even when their hearts are pounding? Confidence is a choice, a decision to trust yourself, even when the outcome is uncertain. Consider the story of Oprah Winfrey. Born into poverty, facing abuse and countless hardships, she could have let her circumstances define her. Instead, she chose to believe in her worth and her abilities. She took risks, spoke her truth, and built an empire that has inspired millions. Her story is not just one of talent and opportunity. It is a testament to the extraordinary power of self-confidence. Self-confidence is contagious. When you stand tall, you inspire others to do the same. Leaders who believe in themselves give their teams permission to dream bigger and try harder. Parents who model self-confidence raise children who are unafraid to pursue their passions. Friends who encourage one another create circles of support that uplift everyone involved. But how do you build self-confidence if you do not have it? The answer lies in action. Confidence grows every time you step out of your comfort zone and try something new. It is built in the small victory, completing a difficult task, speaking up in a meeting, or simply refusing to give up. Each time you challenge yourself, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. It is also important to surround yourself with positivity. The world can be full of critics and naysayers, but you get to choose whose voices you listen to. Seek out mentors, friends, and role models who believe in you and encourage your growth. Limit your exposure to negativity and become your own greatest supporter. Self-confidence is not about perfection. It is about progress. It is the courage to show up, to try, to fail, and to try again. It is the willingness to bet on yourself, even when the odds seem stacked against you. When you possess this secret weapon, you become unstoppable. Imagine a world where everyone believed in their own potential, where fear of failure was replaced by curiosity and excitement, where dreams were not dismissed as impossible, but embraced as challenges to be conquered. This is the world that self-confidence can create. But remember, confidence is not a destination. It is a journey. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when the voice of fear grows loud. On those days, remind yourself of your past victories, no matter how small. Recall the obstacles you have already overcome, and know that you are stronger than you think. Let's reflect once more on the young boy from the beginning. He grew up to achieve things he once thought impossible, not because the world suddenly became easier, but because he never stopped believing in himself. His story is not unique. It is echoed in the lives of countless successful people, each of whom discovered the secret weapon of self-confidence. You too possess this power. It lies within you, waiting to be awakened. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen it. Every setback is a chance to prove to yourself that you are resilient. Every dream, no matter how big, is within your reach, if you dare to believe. So the next time you stand at the edge of a new challenge, take a deep breath and trust yourself. Remember that self-confidence is not the absence of fear, but the decision that something else is more important. Your dreams, your growth, your purpose. Step forward, even if your voice trembles. Act, even if your hands shake. With each courageous step, your confidence will grow, and the world will open itself to those who believe. In the end, the most successful people are not those who never fail, but those who never stop believing. They use self-confidence as their shield and their sword, cutting through doubt and forging a path to greatness. Their stories remind us that the true secret weapon to success is not luck or talent or circumstance. It is the power to believe in oneself, to rise after every fall, and to keep moving forward no matter what. Let this be your story too. Let self-confidence be your guiding star. Embrace its power, nurture it every day, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Success, after all, belongs to those who believe they can achieve it, and that belief begins with you. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Like, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more human stories that matter.